Hello, 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 dear community. This is Katerina Satori with Impromptu Spiritual Transmission to bring you some light and some inspiration. We had a slight time confusion. I thought I was presenting on the topic of feminine magic for Women of Wisdom 2025. I thought it was happening today, but we are all on many different international time zones, and it's actually happening tomorrow. So if you were excited to attend and you're like, is it happening Monday? Is it happening Tuesday? I just wanted to come on and to just utilize this opportunity because I am camera ready. I am wearing a dress. I am totally prepared to channel this transmission. So I figured it's been a while since you and I connected, and it's been such a powerful year. And when I say a while, it's been about a week or maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks since I've done my last live stream. And that's a while for me. I really enjoy, like deeply enjoy connecting with my community through these video transmissions. It feels so natural and so effortless and so deeply meaningful. Whether you're gonna watch this as a replay, whether you're gonna jump in here live for a few minutes, it's all good. You know, whenever I do these videos, I know they become kind of like message in the bottle. So many of my community members are on different time zones. A lot of you are in Europe. So while I'm filming this video, it's already middle of your night. A lot of you are here in US and you're running your businesses. So tune in whenever you feel like it. But I wanted to bring some perspective for this very transformative year 2025. It's truly a turning point on a major cycle that we have started in 2015, 2017, and I'm mostly addressing spiritually and creatively. Because when our spirit is strong and we feel creatively aligned, we have a new kind of strength. We have a new kind of vision. We have a new kind of resourcefulness within. When we are spiritually disconnected or spiritually malnourished and we don't feel creatively fulfilled, we don't feel connected to our true soul power. And the year 2025 is a turning point. It gives us an opportunity to realign. And, you know, when you think about the energy of the snake, it's a very powerful guide. The snake is here to set us free. So whenever we're being asked to let go of something, it is for one reason only, is because whatever we are asked to let go is just too small, too heavy, or too misaligned for us to carry forward. So first of all, I'd like to bring a contrast with the year 2024, which was the year of the dragon. And dragon was all about empowerment and also standing and rising in your uniqueness, right? Very fiery energy, bold, be your dragon self. Year of the Snake is a different kind of energy. It says, hey, you connected with your uniqueness, you connected with the higher self vision of who you are. Now let's do some house cleaning. Now let's clean up every aspect of your life that doesn't feel true to you any longer. Every single aspect of your business, every single aspect of your creative expression that feels outdated, that doesn't feel alive, that doesn't feel like a true reflection of who you are. Let's let that go. And letting go is not always easy. Why? And, you know, I wanted to address that because I am in the process of letting go of a lot. I'm letting go of the whole version of my life, and I'm moving into a new expression. I'm moving into a new way of being and living. And even though I see this beautiful chapter that is unfolding, I go through these natural waves, right? Where I experience big emotions or big feelings. And it's a very healthy part of the process. So Year of the Snake can bring up a lot of emotional inner work, because if you're being invited to become free on a deep soul level, be prepared that you will be facing some deep emotional currents, right? Whether you're letting go of a particular part of your business or particular way of expression, maybe you're letting go of relationships. I know quite a few people who are closing down relationships. They're leaving marriages, leaving relationships, right? And that were important and meaningful and filled with love. And they have reached the point of expiration, right? So year 2025 is here to set you free, but it's going to require a particular, how would I describe it? A particular inner work assignment. Go, Gracie. Come on. You want to go outside? So year 2025, year 2025 is the year of the snake, which is all about how do I become free? How do I become free creatively and spiritually? And I was going to present on this topic called feminine magic. And then I realized we had confusion of the time zones. So I'm using this opportunity to share with you how I've been navigating this year. And I personally absolutely love year 2025. And probably because the spiritual path, the mystical path that I have been on, have given me so many lessons on letting go, so many opportunities to surrender, so many opportunities to examine my attachments. And it's not always comfortable, because as human beings, we like to attach to things. It's part of what creates our suffering, right? Our mental suffering. So when we're being asked by our soul to let go of something, big emotions tend to come up, right? And even though we are ready for next chapter, we still get to experience the feelings that come up with letting go. One big theme that I am sensing and intuitively picking up in my community, and this is specifically for my peers, for anybody who is in the space of public service. You're here because you have a message to share, you have a soul mission that you are serving, and so many people have been confiding and letting me hear these deep, deep processes that they find themselves in. That looks like this: I am no longer willing to lead my business not feeling fully aligned. I'm no longer willing to try to fit myself into a box. I'm no longer willing to hide my true range. And I really love that conversation, because Year of the Snake is the year of an opportunity for a liberation. And let's talk about business liberation. It's been a while since I taught anything business, maybe several months since I offered any business training. And there is a reason for that. I wanted to take this time and to go back into my own deep reflection and to really examine if I choose to teach business again or to speak on business again, what would be the topic that is really key to address? What is the topic that can uplift my fellow warriors of light, my fellow spiritual entrepreneurs, mission entrepreneurs, and impact driven entrepreneurs. And what I keep finding is this topic of divine feminine in business. How do we align our business vision for divine feminine principle? And the divine feminine principle, number one, is being at peace with mystery and embracing the cycle of transformation, the cycle of letting go, and a cycle of letting go of a particular identity, even business identity, business image, letting go of a particular business model that you have been relying on or using, right? And letting go of that to step into a more aligned version of you. So when I am thinking about the gift of the year 2025, the gift of the year of the snake is all about here to give us an opportunity to become free creatively. And if you run a creativity-centered business, this is a pivotal year for you. And I'm experiencing it just firsthand. You know, my process of this deep creative liberation started 2 years ago. Year 2023, when I was going through a deep metamorphosis and I felt dissatisfied with how I was running my business, how I was sharing my message. And I was going through this process of deep transformation. Business was doing okay, but I felt less and less connected to it, less and less connected to the old way of doing business. So year 2023, I was going through these cycles of metamorphosis, cycles of transformation, cycles of death and rebirth. And I remember listening to the cry of my soul, because when you go through a process of transformation, you have an opportunity to hear your soul in a deep, raw, honest way. And your soul is so clear, right? Your soul wants alignment. Your soul wants your radical aliveness. And I remember year 2023, it was the summer solstice where I heard the call of my soul. And my soul said, all I desire is to be creatively free. So 2 years later, I am feeling creatively free. I am living creatively free. I feel more and more expressed in my true creative range. And that became possible when I was willing to let go of the old business models, to let go of the old business thinking. To me, business and creativity is the same thing because my business is creatively centered, right? So if you have a similar process, if what you do in the world is an expression of your creativity, and if you consider yourself an artist, right, but a modern artist, and your life is your art, year 2025 gives you an opportunity to discover a new kind of liberation. But it will require you to open up the other aspects of yourself that maybe you still hide, maybe that you still keep hidden from others. Why? Why would we hide particular aspects of ourselves? Because we're all afraid of that fear of being rejected. We all doubt at some level that if we open up our true range, people will just not get it. And I want to normalize this process for more people. And this is why I'm doing this live stream at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time on Monday afternoon. I know there are so many people right now who either to take this very long pause from being of service in a very public way because they doubt their message, their expression, whether it is useful, whether it is relevant, And the more you stay in that limbo and the confusion, the harder it is to come back to your public ministry, to your public service, and to share your voice and to share your process. So I want to validate this journey for any of my fellow creatives and to encourage you to feel your feelings, to embrace this discomfort that comes with true transformation, and to orient your eyes on the gift of freedom that every true transformative process offers. And that's what I am doing it all for. A lot of times, like when I track my own journey, I am willing to go through intense transformative process because I have learned that the gift of that transformation is always greater levels of freedom, greater levels of joys, greater levels of genius. So year 2025 is asking all of us, where are you not free? Where you don't feel truly free, where you don't express your true range. And for those people who are going to watch this live stream as a replay and who will never comment on this live stream, I'm speaking directly to you. If you feel like you've been hiding, if you feel like you've been avoiding sharing yourself because you just doubt your message, your voice, your sense of ability to lead right now, I want you to know I see you. And I want you to know that it's normal to have those feelings and it's time to come back. It's time to come back, baby. It's time to find an inner strength within you that says, I have a vision, I have a divine assignment, I have a soul mission. And if I'm waiting for the right time to be ready, to feel more confident, to feel more clear, I'm gonna wait another 5 years. The time is moving so fast. This year, it's already April, right? It's already April. It's going so fast. The one thing that we have in common is time, and it's not waiting for anybody. So Year of the Snake is a process of shedding, a process of coming into your soul truth and saying, what am I willing to let go? And in the process of letting go, be prepared to have a variety of emotions. There will be days where you feel clear and centered and confident in your ability to make this journey. And there's going to be other days where you will feel like a tsunami of feelings goes over you. If you have space and resources to invest in spiritual counseling, in therapy, in attending spiritual support groups, this is the year for it, right? I myself I am looking for, I'm not even looking, I was already referred to a really good therapist that I'm going to hire, right? Somebody that can help me make this journey and this transformative journey that I am making this year. So I wanted to share this because Year of the Snake, this is my totem, right? It's tattooed on my arm. I love the snake. I love wisdom. I love radical soul level transformation. And when I say love, to me, love is another word for acceptance. When you begin to accept transformation as a very natural and healthy process of soul evolution, you stop fighting the currents of change and you begin to, silently bow down to it, right? Kind of like surrendering to it. And I feel the Year of the Snake is the year of deep soul level surrender. And, no matter how long you can be on the mystical path, there is always more depth to understanding what true surrender is. No matter how many times I think I got that lesson. When a true opportunity to surrender comes my way, there is always more to learn. There is always more to discover. There is always more to say, I thought I knew how to surrender, but this opportunity really shows me the profound depths. So from a true mystical perspective, surrender on the level of the soul opens you to infinite set of possibilities. When you become so open like a child, like an innocent child, and you say, I have such deep relationship with the divine. I call the divine, divine mother, right? So to me, every year I have a new opportunity to learn the art of mystical surrender. And that means that I have such deep trust with the Divine Mother, with the mother of my soul, that I trust her to lead me forward. And when I surrender this, on the quantum level, infinite possibilities open up. And what is asked of me is to cultivate my vibration, because it's a vibrational game, right? At the mystical level of surrender, it's all about our vibration. When we're able to have this vibration of acceptance, of willingness, of curiosity, right? Of delight, of gratitude, right? Of not insisting that we know what's good for us, but remaining curious, right? Like, I think I know what's good for me. I think I know what is the next chapter for, but I am going to trust that the divine knows better than me. And I am going to follow the guidance of the Great Spirit. And I'm going to wake up every single day and to cultivate what it's called the beginner's mind in Zen Buddhism. I recently picked up a book called Introduction to Zen, right? And I read a chapter by this Zen teacher. And every great teacher of spirituality that I ever studied with, they are very simple in their writing style. But every sentence carries profound depth and profound illumination. Sometimes you read one page and you can contemplate for a week on that one page. So I read a chapter on what it truly means to cultivate the beginner's mind. It sounds so easy to cultivate a beginner's mind, but when you put it into practice, that's a true mastery. The beginner's mind has this quality of spaciousness. The beginner's mind is wholesome, right? It's rooted in wholeness. Hi, darling. It's impromptu live stream. I've been here for like 30 minutes. I'm going to take this live stream and put it into YouTube for my YouTube community. But it was really profound, to really contemplate on this idea of beginner's mind. And I find myself, every time I think I got it, oh, it's so easy. Beginner's mind, just look at everything fresh. It's so much deeper than that. The beginner's mind is a spacious mind. The beginner's mind is the mind that is rooted in wholeness. It doesn't come from separation. It doesn't come from these dualistic ideas of good or bad. A beginner's mind doesn't know how to judge. Beginner's mind is curious, right? And this is why it's so not easy to cultivate a true beginner's mind. This is why when I think I mastered the beginner's mind, I know I'm just inviting a humility soup, right? An opportunity to be humbled. But when I truly say, Great Spirit, Divine Mother, please teach me how to look at my life with fresh eyes, how to look at my beloved with fresh eyes, how to look at my cat with fresh eyes, how to look at my creative work with beginner's mind, right? So I find the true beginner's mind can only be accessed through this intention and through prayer. Like, I probably don't know what true beginner's mind is. And every day I'm going to hold an intention for that teaching to be anchored in my life. Because the gift of a true beginner's mind is the gift of freshness. You know, I've been coaching and mentoring high performing entrepreneurs, people at the top of their professional game for many years. And you know, the number one challenge that they struggle with is lack of true satisfaction, boredom. People who are at the very top of their professional game are very fast decision makers, right? They achieved a lot. And a lot of times, the biggest challenge is they are restless. They don't really know how to be still. And so boredom becomes this inner mental burden where everything just kind of feels stale, everything feels the same. So when you have that experience, you need higher and higher levels of stimulation, mental stimulation, physical stimulation, peak experiences, just to be interested, right? So I would say the remedy for that, and I can speak to you from experience because as somebody who has this tendency, I can be very extremist by nature, right? And I can give you all intellectual perspective, where it's coming from, PTSD, childhood trauma, right? Agitation of the brain. I can give you all the perspective, but I am here for solutions. I am finding the beginner's mind is such a beautiful solution to an overstimulated world, to increasing levels of anxiety in the world, and to decreasing threshold of boredom. I was sharing with my beloved that yesterday I ordered something on Amazon, that I needed these set of things that I needed. And I ordered it in the morning, and the afternoon they were delivered to my door. And my instant thought was, what are they training us for? Because the speed of your desire being fulfilled on this very, very basic level can feel very seductive and amazing, right? Here I am, you know, I ask for this and it's being delivered to my door within hours. But what it also can become a negative thing is that we become less and less patient people. We're not willing to wait for natural unfoldment of things, right? So our expectations become less and less realistic. And this is what I'm observing in myself. And this is why meditation, breath work, spiritual practice, ability to let go, ability to examine your patterns, ability to even, you know, desire such experience as a beginner's mind. This is really, really needed right now. So, Year of the Snake, I know I went into so many different directions in this live stream. That's how I channel, and I'm at peace with that. 444 right now. I wanted to bring this perspective to everyone who is going through a deep soul level transformation, whether you're going creatively, personally, relationship wise, or business. We want freshness of your creativity. And for your freshness of your creativity, your business genius, your relationship aliveness, the old stale skin of your past needs to be shed. Expect big feelings come up in the process. It's actually organic and healthy way to go through this process. If you're not feeling anything, maybe you're not allowing yourself to really access those normal feelings, right? So this is the year where if you are my peer, if you are in service to others, and if you're offering any kind of spiritual, emotional technologies to help people navigate these deep transformative times, we're going to be very busy. Like, I have had such a dynamic, busy year. And this is probably why my last live stream been 2 weeks ago, right? It's been just full on. And I also feel a deep call to share this message with anybody who's watching it live, and the majority of you are going to watch this as a replay. The soul level transformation is not an easy experience, and the gift of that is your true freedom. Remember, Year of the Snake is here to set you free. To set you free energetically, spiritually, mentally, relationship-wise, to set you free from the burdens, to set you free from anything that used to feel like a blessing, but lately became a burden. And for that level of transformation, for that level of liberation, you get to lean in your daily practices, spiritual community, therapy, spiritual counseling, a good friend who can listen to you well, who will not gonna judge you, who will emphasize with your process, right? And service. Because when you take your focus off yourself and become available to bring light into the lives of others, that's what I'm calling to my peers, especially those who feel like you've been hiding for the last 5, 6, 7 months. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to come out of this gestation. It's time to open your wings. It's time to share your light in a new, fresh way. This is all I've got. I have a massage in 1 hour, so I'm gonna go and do my soul care. And tomorrow at 4 p.m., I present Feminine Magic. We just had a little time zone confusion. It's not happening today, it's happening tomorrow. Thank you, my dear friends. I just have so much love and just love and tenderness for you, all the members of my community, those of you who's been with me for 10 plus years in these Facebook Lives, those of you who just were guided to my page for the last month, for last year. You know, it's a timeless process. We are truly in this together. This year is going to be a pivotal year, a year of catalyst level change, where so many of us will be invited to open up our wings and to expand and to show our true range. I'm going to close on this. Not everybody will like your true range. Not everybody will understand the fullness of your expression. Not everybody will clap you for that. Be ready for that. That's a part of creative liberation. Those who don't understand this, you can just let them go somewhere else, right? We want your original voice. We want your original creativity. We want your original fire. I speak as a fire element. 5 planets in Leo. So I speak as a fire person, right? We want your fire. We want your passion. We want your magic. We want your genius. It is time to expand your range. And that's what I'm going to end this live stream. And just all my love, all the tenderness, and all the gratitude for opportunity to use a live stream to connect and to send this energy through many, many, many different levels of reality. A big hug from my heart to yours. Until next.